Hello, this is Legalese from Clan IOG, coming to you here on YouTube to show you the results of our last tournament. This was a 2v2 tournament with Clan Power. A few Clan Power members showed up, but we didn't have the turnout we were expecting, but we did have a decent tournament. It went for most of the night. Here's the bracket here. We had PS I Love You and Training NE in the first game against Rendition and Chicken Cutlet. Chicken Cutlet and Rendition took that, putting PS I Love You and Training NE, also known as Funky, into the losers bracket. Again, Joel and Shingle beat Kinky and Balazov or something. I don't know how to say their name. Anyways, they're in the losers bracket. PSI and Funky, of course, coming out with that on that one. Shingle and Joel got into a fight, and then Joel picked another teammate, so that Joel's a sort of a troubled person sometimes. But anyways, so then Rendit and Chicken Cutlet ended up in the final against PSI and Training ND, and Rendition and Chicken Cutlet won. And what I'm going to show you now is the money match. This was a cash prize match, so as the war chief, I get to defend my title, or defend my own cash with a final game. And co-hosting with me is ender269. Say hi, Ender.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
So we're gonna now take you to that game, and we're gonna show you how that turned out, how we saved Legal's money. So, you ready, Ender?
Yes, I am.
Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. So you can see there, Chicken Cutlet and Rendition RG_FF, Ender269, and Legalese. I'm going to turn Fog of War off here.
So, one thing to talk about in this game is we went in thinking, alright, even if we don't win, we had fun.
Yeah, we didn't think we were
this
going to
was
win
not
this at all.
one of those games. Yeah, we didn't think we were going to win. This was not one of those games that was particularly high level, but it was just a fun game that we went in thinking we were going to lose, and we decided to pull out some cheat.
And so, of course, me being
you'll see that
Legalese,
in a second.
that's got to be Tinker Tower, right? So we're going to Tinker Tower, and Ender had the idea of going Night Elf. I don't know why, but it worked out. What were you thinking with that? How were you thinking of complementing Tinker Tower with Night Elf?
So, typically, in a tower rush strategy, typically, you would have a human and the Night Elf would generally feed some gold and some wood right off the bat. Like, I gave you 100 gold right at the start of the game. And they would kind of give money. I was doing a pretty poor job while microing my hunts, trying to keep our units alive, etc. But the idea is there. Typically, I wouldn't get units, but I felt like these guys were good enough where I had. So, you know, that's kind of
So
my
we hadn't
thinking.
talked about it, but you were expecting me to go double barracks then?
No.
No.
I was expecting you to get a lot more towers, which you did get quite a few towers. I was more expecting you to get a lot of footmen, sure, but not through like a lot of barracks, like 2 barracks.
All parts accounted for.
So right off the start, you go and you want to creep. Me, I went straight for his base. I went to harass his second burrow in case he was one burrow teching. And you want to explain why you typically go for creeping instead of just the straightaway harass?
Sure, so there's a really simple formula. It's called creep to level 3, hit your 2 orange camps first, try to get level 3, maybe hit a green one on the way back, and get 10 footmen. Then rush with all your militia, and at that point, you should be able to finish the game. and I don't like late games or long games because I tend to lose in overtime. I don't know, when it gets complicated, I have a hard time. So you get 10 footmen and you rush, you send in all your militia, and well, not the gold, just the lumber, and you build as many towers as you can, and they've got to focus on something. So sometimes they focus on your towers, sometimes they focus on your tinker. They should be focusing on your pocket factories, but they don't often do that. But whatever they focus on, the other thing will have the, sort of have the effect you want, will take over. So if they leave your army alone, you can usually take out their burrows. I researched defend early because I got myself food blocked, but that, that's always good to have defend. Oh yeah, and so early on his blade master harasses and I have to give up. But I have that pocket factory out anyway, so I told them to attack the creeps, and that actually gets me level 2 anyway.
Ready for action. Our forces are
That's interesting.
Yeah.
See, my staff have TP'd into your base to help defend against the Blade Master. He does eventually walk away. And at this point I'm calling out, alright, we gotta go for the tower rush right now. Because I'm thinking it has to be as quick as possible before the orc gets units, before he gets too many burrows, before the human gets militia. Because I know these guys. These guys are going to go for their own towers. They're going to go for an expansion. We have to beat the expansion.
Oh, and they already do. Wow, look at the size of that thing. They're already halfway through it.
Yeah. So you start placing towers. I started getting out hunts. For whatever reason, I queued up the second Moonwell, but it never produced. So I was stuck at 20 out of 20 food for a long time. And then I queued up another Moon, and that didn't get built. So I was stuck at 29 out of 30 for another good while.
So that blood mage
is not how you want to do a tower rush.
No, not at all.
So I end up giving you a little bit of gold, a little bit of wood, and you put up more towers. Now, this orc is doing the right thing, attacking your peasants, but that only works when it's not tinker.
Right, because
when it is tinker, you want to focus, obviously, as you said earlier, the pocket factory.
Yeah.
And then the peasants, once we're low on mana.
Well, and part of the problem is, look at all those footmen going after his Blade Master. That's a problem. Like, you've got a bunch of full health footmen.
This is true. And we already killed his shop pretty early.
He comes in with all his...
That's also a problem.
There it is. There's all his militia.
He did. All of his militia. Even his gold mine militia.
Oh, man.
Well, except for the militia at his expo. But he never expanded. He never expanded.
Does he have the gold for it?
Which is huge, because now he brought in all this militia, and it's about to run out.
He doesn't have gold. He has 24 gold. Oh, man. He gets to surround with that militia, though, as peasants. He gets to surround on Tinker, and I have to teleport out.
I had a staff of TP, but I thought, if I give it to you, then I'm going to get surrounded, because there's just that many units. And that's if I can give it to you.
That was the right call, and it took all my guys back. I get to heal, I get more mana, and I come back immediately. And this is what I do when I do a Tinker Tower Rush, is you just keep coming back. You can't let up. If you let them, catch up, hit, tech, anything like that, then they're gonna, then you're done, because you didn't tech, you're just massing footmen. So, you have to just keep the pressure on. You hit again, get those towers up. And people aren't as afraid of it as they should be. A lot of people think, like, oh, that's a stupid strategy, and so they're just going to defend against it. But then they're surprised when it doesn't go away. It's still coming. I've been accused of a resource hack. I don't even know what that is. like somehow I hacked more gold out of the system.
Yeah, it's insane because people aren't smart enough to know just how much gold you should have, and how much you have, and what you've spent on items. etc. Like, I spent 400 gold on boots and staff of teleportation that I'm about to give you now. Or at least a staff of teleportation.
Yeah, he gets the kill on me anyways. Watch what happens when his Blade Master's after me and I go to teleport with that staff. He gets the crit at the last possible second that he could do any damage to me.
Job done. More off.
Yeah, here it comes.
Takes a heal potion.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, that's the crit.
That's painful to watch.
Yeah.
That really is painful to watch.
It was bad. I had enough health. I should have survived that, you know?
Yeah.
And I was saying
definitely.
it while we were playing. No crit, no crit.
We're under attack.
So I go for cluster rockets right after Pocket Factory.
Oh.
At the time, I was thinking, okay, I can get us around on his hero. He goes into the ethereal form with his blood mage, and the rockets missed. Meaning, it didn't get the stun,
Yeah.
and I wasn't able to surround him.
I guess it's not magic damage.
We're finally getting towers up. He gets his TC out. He has no tier 2 building. Neither of them have tier 2 building. Like, this is game breaking.
And those
Granted, we don't either, but we're getting units.
those
Keep
footmen
that
are
in mind,
tanking those
because
towers
the orc
too.
is at 18 food.
Yep. Yep. Those footmen with defend are just eating those arrows. They're not doing anything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They really do. It's what, 30% of actual damage is
I think it's more.
what the footmen take.
It's more
insane.
than
I hate human for that reason.
that.
But you know, the hunts with
Town is
they're
under
bound.
siege. Job done.
I decided to cluster.
Job done.
I say because the blood mage siphoned, and is out of mana.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he just wasted 30 mana on me. So I thought that was a pretty nice detail. I'm just going for the peasant kill.
Oh, and then you come in with
About to kill a TC.
glaive throwers? Where did you
TC
get...
misses his stomp. That's pretty nasty. I get my glaive throwers out. TC died.
Job done.
Yep.
Blood mage is about to be surrounded. Not a whole lot they can do. Oh, never mind. He's got the banish on him. Chicken Cutlet calls GG. And at that point, we are so ecstatic,
Yeah.
I jumped out of my seat.
Yeah. I was screaming like a little girl, I think.
Ready for action.
I couldn't
It was a
believe
good
it.
game nonetheless.
Yep. And that saved our money, or my money, I guess. I had agreed to put up money for the tournament, $25. Power was supposed to put up $50, but he never showed up, so this was just a legalese-funded tournament, $25. But I saved it against two the exceptional players that I don't think I could ever beat either of them. I've never beat either of them one-on-one, actually. So that was fun.
I'm sure
Well, this has been Legalese.
it's just a bit of cheese that works.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Check out my YouTube. There's a lot of Tinker Tower. This is Legalese. I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and follow.